Hi guys, welcome back to Chasing Cases with Maddie, of course. This week I am covering a very just weird and I would say just disturbing and creepy story. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go chase some cases. Today we are going to be covering the case of Brandon Swanson. On May 14th, just after the end of the semester, Brandon was out partying and hanging out with friends, only to walk out into trouble and to never be seen again. Born in Marshall, Minnesota, to his parents Annette and Brian, Brandon had a normal, happy life. Attending college at Minnesota West and Technical Community College, he was very intelligent. After attending a party in Lind, Brandon got into a car accident and actually crashed his car into a ditch. Brandon walked away unharmed. Calling his parents, Brandon was unsure of his exact location. He believed he was somewhere near Lind where the party took place. His parents jumped in the car and instantly were out to go get Brandon. Deciding to start walking to meet his parents, Brandon stayed on the phone with them for over 47 minutes. When his parents arrived out to Lind, they didn't find anything that was Brandon's, like his car. They couldn't find him, anything. So they were just very highly confused. That is when they remained on the phone for a while longer, trying to find Brandon, trying to have him locate any possible landmarks, sightings, anything like that, with possibilities of finding each other. That is when Brandon exclaimed, "Oh shit," and the line went dead. At 6:30 in the morning, Brandon's parents tried to report him as a missing person. The police advised them to wait to make the report due to behavior like this being common in young men Brandon's age, claiming it was Brandon's right to go missing. Later in the day, they retrieved phone records which showed that Brandon wasn't near Lind. He was 25 miles away near Porter, and that was heading in the opposite direction of what he had said to his parents. His phone records led to his car being discovered, and they found the car with the doors open and obviously crashed into the ditch still, but there were no keys and no sign of Brandon. Foul play had not been ruled out yet due to all the unknowns, but people began to speculate that Brandon fell into the Yellow Medicine River. One main reason people believe that is because there were no prints found leading away from Brandon's car, so it's really just a mystery. Through extensive searches, Brandon has not been found. Now let's get into some theories. Drowning. Brandon heard running water and described passing fences to his parents while they were on the phone. People speculate drowning due to how close the river was to where his car was found. The scent dogs followed a trail and scented Brandon through the river and onto the other side as well. Accidental death. With a red light atop the grain elevator, people believe that this is what made Brandon believe that he was near Lind and not in Porter. Scent dogs followed an over 3-mile long scent trail, largely following the field roads and heading out to a farm that was northwest, and it was also an abandoned farm. This farm also had access to the river. While walking through the fields, Brandon experienced something that made him exclaim, "Oh shit." And so people have many theories, so let's get into that. Many people believe that Brandon fell into a large sinkhole because that is common to have on farms, especially to burn equipment, burn debris, whatever. Depending on where you're located, people are weird when they come to farming. Many people believe he also might have had an accident with abandoned farm equipment. It's also important to note that some of the fields in the area were still active, and some farmers decide to do night farming where you're gathering your crops or tending to your crops late at night instead of during the peak heat hours. In the aftermath, Brandon's parents have still been advocating for change. They introduced the law, Brandon's Law, which is altering the state's missing persons filing protocol, and it includes all missing people now, not just children. They know that this change will not impact Brandon's outcome. They hope that Brandon's Law will impact people in the future and will help to not lose any more young men Brandon's age. With that being said, I send my love to Brandon's family and to Brandon himself. That it's just crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine. But anyways, that's the end of this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. It feels really good getting close to the end of season 2. But with that being said, I love you guys very much. I'll see you guys next week for a normal vlog, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for Chasing Cases. Love you.